Welcome everybody to another episode of the Cornfries podcast. I am joined by my co-host Steveozilcho.
What up, you sexy individuals, you?
And I am Nickyfries. We have a special guest here today. He's a friend of mine, actually a neighbor of mine. He's a fellow streamer, my good friend, fellow New Yorker. The man has more stories than the Bible itself.
The guy, god damn.
The guy has more stories than the Bible himself. Give it up for Tony Stories, everybody. Tony Stories.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on, people?
This guy with the New York accent. Hey, Paisan, how you doing? How you doing, pal?
Hey, Stuttgart.
Hey, you know Stuttgart? Hey, I know Stuttgart is on Northern Avenue last Tuesday. Hey.
Oh,
I'm from Iowa.
Oh. Yeah, and then there's Steve. It's like, hey, everybody.
I'm from Iowa.
I'm in
Stay
danger.
over here.
I'm just gonna yell at the neighbors and tell them they're doing a good job.
Oh yeah, I was not a cousin fucking state,
I'll
right?
break them.
Is Iowa a cousin fucking state? No, right? That's not
Listen,
like
that's Alabama. No, Iowa is not.
okay.
Oh, hold on. I got fucking cousins from Alabama. What are you talking about, huh?
They fucking.
Tony's
What's
just milking the accent, but his normal voice isn't too far off from that.
Yeah, my normal voice is like this. It's not that far
It
off.
happens. It happens.
Tony, honestly, bro, when I first met you, I still, like, until about 10 minutes ago, I thought you were Spanish.
You thought I was
Yeah.
Spanish 10 minutes ago?
Yeah, literally like 10 minutes ago, I thought you were Spanish.
Yo, you know what's funny about that? A lot of people actually think that I'm not, like, so they get confused. Like, they'll meet me for the first time, like, in person,
Yeah.
and they'll just be like, God damn, your accent is fucking strong as shit. Like, you know, because I say talk, I say walk, you know, coffee, like, I talk like that.
Water.
And then they get confused, and they're like, but I don't look that Italian. Like, if you look at me, they don't see, like, too much Italian. And the thing is,
Hear
because
you.
I'm not,
And
they
I
hear me,
think-
and yeah.
I think of like a boss, like a boss of somebody that works in like a pizza. Like, hey, goddamn it, you gotta get that delivered over town. That's what I think.
like,
of.
Well, ironically,
Oh, God,
Tony works in a pizzeria.
That's what I mean. Like the boss is like, hey, get that over town there.
Yeah,
He just put like a Western twang on it. He goes, get that thing over there.
Get that thing over there, damn right there.
Dude, that was the word. Don't ever try to do a New York accent again, Steve.
Oh, God,
Yeah.
he tried to say, like, walk, but with, like a extra Western, so he was like,
Yeah.
hey, yo, let's go get some walking down toward the bay, the
And if
beach.
you look at the map of the United States, neither of us are South. So I mean, I don't know how I get this accent. I don't
Well,
really
everyone
have
has an accent. It's just I don't know. But yours is yours isn't Southern, Steve. It's like a Western accent. Like
Yeah, it makes sense, I guess. Yeah.
yeah.
Got some twang
Well,
to it.
The thing is with the New York accent, though, it's like a dying breed. It's like, it's
No,
an
it's
old...
enjoyable to hear.
Yeah, I know. I fucking love it, too. It's
I'm
when
starting to
people say
hear
it,
more
it's like,
girls with the accent than males lately, I feel.
See, now that's like a weird thing to talk about. So the thing is that with the accent, it's like I said, it's an old style of like Brooklyn. It's like this old Brooklyn
Mhm.
accent. Now it's the Brooklyn accent because
Like
a
the
lot of
Bernie
Italians
Sanders,
lived in
the
Brooklyn. Yeah. It's kind of
The American people. The American people.
It's so funny because a lot of Jews and a lot of Italians lived in Brooklyn like years ago. Okay, and
Yeah.
the Italians,
Doc Brown.
it's Doc Brown. That's funny. But the Italians, like the accent, kind of like pushed into a New York style of it's like broken Italian. It's like broken English Italian kind of thing. And then over the years, it just became like a New York Brooklyn accent. But it's really like just an Italian accent that like someone trying
But
to
it's a
speak English.
counterfeit.
I mean,
Yeah.
let's be real. Have you ever heard a black guy
Kind
talk
of.
like that with that kind of accent? I don't think I've ever.
No,
have.
never.
Now there's
It's
a different
usually, like-
there's a different New York accent. Like there's a
Technically,
more
Nicky, you don't sound like you're from New York.
who me?
Like the way you talk. Yeah, the
He's
way
got it
you
a little
talk.
bit.
yeah.
It's a
To me,
switch.
I don't really hear it. Though.
It comes
I
out.
maybe-
It comes out when I'm more like angry or I'm talking a lot. Like if
Yeah.
I'm
Don't
talking
yell at
very
me.
aggressively, it comes
Yeah, yeah.
out. But I never really had that accent. But it's weird. I was lived in Virginia for a year. I went down there. They go, "Oh, you have such a New York accent." Then I come back up to New York and everyone's like, "Oh, you have a freaking like Southern accent now." I'm like, "What is it?" Like,
Don't tell me what I am.
it's like I don't even have an accent. It's the same thing. I'm a Red Sox fan. I grew up as a Red Sox fan. Oh my god, my OBS is going off. People are following me while I'm not even streaming. It's doing the Google Gobble one of us right
You think
now.
you're cool or something, or what?
No, so anyway, I gotta find a way to turn that off.
Promoting your stream over here already? Jesus Christ.
Oh no,
It's already
okay.
promoting yourself.
I just
We didn't
muted
even
it.
fucking start.
I just muted it. That was weird. Yeah, sorry, not the flex, boys.
Oh yeah.
But yeah,
Follow.
I'm a Red Sox fan. And I grew up in New York. When I was a kid, I liked the Yankees, but we went to Yankee spring training, and they were such dickheads that I was like, what team do the Yankees hate the most? And it was the Red Sox. And what year was that? 2004, dude. So I became a Red Sox fan at the beginning of the 2004 season. I have not looked back since. So I hang out in New York. I wear my Red Sox cap. I get shit. I got bullied in middle school. They threw my Red Sox hat out the school bus window. All this shit. Then I end up going to school in Massachusetts. And you know what they say to me there? They go, how are you from New York and you're a Red Sox fan? I was like, I can't fucking win.
I know, I got shot.
I can't win.
He goes to fucking Boston, and he's like, "Oh, my people," and they're like, "Oh, you weren't even fucking born here. Get the fuck back to New York.
Exactly.
Get out of here. We don't want you."
Exactly.
But in
I
Boston,
can't win.
they speak more of like a Boston accent's totally different. It's like Boston. It's like, what are you doing
Boston.
on here?
I park
Get
my
in.
car in the Harvard yard.
Yeah.
Dude, let me tell
No, a
you.
lot of
Kind of
people,
like a Ted.
a lot of people actually hear my accent and think I'm from Boston, and that's the weird part. And I'm like, nah, it's totally different accent. Like you have to really hear them side by side to hear them.
It's
They're
people
totally
that
different.
didn't grow up with accents. Like if you grew up in
Yeah.
like a city, you probably know, no matter where you are in America. Like if you grew up in a city, you probably like experience a lot of accents.
I have an uncle that lives in Texas,
Yeah.
and he's definitely
But
got
like
a southern
Steve,
accent.
I feel like Steve wouldn't be able to tell the difference between like Boston, New York, and like
No, I mean I can tell that this Tony Story guy over here is from somewhere.
he's from somewhere. Oh yeah, but when we say the boroughs, that doesn't include Staten Island. Staten Island isn't one of us.
One of us.
Right, Tony?
No, Staten Island. What are you talking about?
Like we
What's
don't
Staten
claim
Island?
we don't claim Staten Island. Like we don't rep
You mean
Staten
Jersey?
Island. Yeah, Staten Island's pretty much New Jersey at this
You're
point.
talking about Jersey, right? Fuck Staten Island. The only reason why you ever go into Staten Island is if you're on your way to the Jersey Shore or you're coming home from upstate.
Exactly.
That's the only
Or
time
you're
you
going to
ever
pick up
pass
drugs.
through.
Or you're going to
Seems
pick
like
up
you're
drugs.
gonna kill somebody.
Those are the only
Not
times
even.
you go to
I don't
Staten
even go
Island.
there otherwise. Pick up
Staten
drugs,
Island,
fuck 'em.
we do not claim
get
them,
on a
bro.
train.
Well, if anyone asks, there's 4 boroughs in Staten Island. That's literally
Yeah, the only
every
4
other
boroughs
borough
is
teams
Queens.
up to bully Staten Island.
We
Like
got
that's
Queens,
the thing.
Brooklyn, Bronx, and Manhattan. That's it. And then Staten Island is like the dump.
The only
Or
boroughs
Jersey.
I know are foxes, fox boroughs.
Steve,
Foxborough.
Tony, you know
When
what's
I say
actually
that, I
really
mean
funny?
Foxes, like an actual fox.
Steve, you're a fox.
I'm just talking. There is where I live. I can see they're off the gravel roads. I can sometimes see little foxes inside the little burrows. So that's the only burrows I know.
Well, those
Little
foxes
baby
are probably
foxes
from Staten
poking
Island.
their nose out.
He says
They are
boroughs.
not.
So to explain what a borough is essentially a county. So like those are the
Also
5
jackasses?
counties that make up New York
Like
City.
mules, bro.
Oh
Mule?
my god.
Right? Yeah. All right.
No.
Google it. Burrows. Aren't
does
those
that
like
make-
mules?
I know what boroughs are. These boroughs are different. What I'm saying is
So that
these
makes- that
boroughs
makes
are
Steve-
Don't let me. I'm an ass.
What a fucking borough. I'm gonna start
Look
calling
at the guy over here.
what a
Look at this
borough.
fucking guy over here. Look at this fucking borough.
But hey, turf is a thing, man. Borough turf is a thing. Like Queens guys can't run up in Brooklyn in certain
I
places.
wouldn't go
Brooklyn
into another
guys,
Fox's
vice
Den
versa,
either.
all this crazy shit.
It goes back and forth between Brooklyn and Queens all the time,
Mhm.
but it's really the real war is between the Bronx and Brooklyn because they're like ridiculous between the two each other.
Exactly.
They're absolutely ridiculous.
We have
Then the
school
Queens people, we
rivalry.
just hang out. Like we just hang out, watch, grab popcorn, and just chill. Like that's how the Queens people are. Everybody in Queens is either high, drunk, or just
Or
has
pregnant.
money. Or pregnant. Yeah. Or, yeah, pretty much. Or pregnant. Yeah, 90% of them.
So-
Pregnant.
Get over
So
here
then-
and pound my puss.
And then Brooklyn is all like the really, really poor hipster kids. Or
Tony, do you
the
remember? Do you remember when I thought you were from New Mexico? For some reason,
First he was
Yeah,
Spanish,
I
and now he's New
I
Mexican.
knew Tony for like 2 months, and I think he said at some point he was from New something, and maybe I like just misheard it or something, and I never heard the accent, and I always thought he was from New Mexico, and then he commented on one of my YouTube videos, and he was like, "We have to collab, we have to do that." I was like, "Dude, how are we gonna collab? You're in New Mexico," and then he's like, "Nah, bro, like I live in New York." I was like, "Where?" And then he goes Queens, and I'm like, "Where?" And then
On
he
the
says
street.
where he's from. I'm like, "Bro, you literally live 5 minutes from me." Like,
Dude, I
we
deliver
literally-
pizza next door to fucking Nicky's house. Nicky
Like,
can literally order pizza for me, and I'll fucking show up and be like, "Oh, have this fucking pie." Now,
I'm gonna give you a tip to stay with me.
yeah. It's so funny, dude. Like, what a small world. Like with Angelo too. I mean, the last guy we had on the podcast, Tony, his name's he goes by Fueled and Furious, and it turns out he lives in was it Floral Park, I think, or he lives like right over there.
That's not that far.
No, that's not far, dude. He's like 30 minutes from us, but small world. You know, he was Steve's friend, and that's how I met him.
From Iowa.
And like, it's just weird. It's crazy how this shit works, man. It really is.
Is it though?
I still think it was hilarious how Nicky walked into my pizzeria and I didn't even know it was him, and I'm fucking grabbing deliveries and like running out the door.
Yeah, dude.
And
I'm literally
I'm
texting this kid.
Oh my god, he fucking texted me and he goes, "Yo, was that you?" I was like, "What are you talking about?" What was me? I fucking.
It's because we both had masks on, so it was like we couldn't
I
fucking
had
see
to move
each other.
quick too because there was so many fucking deliveries. Remember how many like they pulled out off the top?
Yeah.
It's busy. That pizzeria, dude. Like I know most people say like, "Oh, Rose's Pizza." You know, how Rose's Pizza is like popular in Queens, which is really weird. Their pizza's good. Don't get me wrong, but they don't do deliveries, and their staff is like.
Roses on 69th doesn't do deliveries. Roses on Metro does now.
They do now, right?
Yeah, because I order from them all the time, dude. I would know.
Oh, they do delivery now. Wait, Roses on Fresh Pond, you mean? Fresh Pond and Metro?
No.
Metro.
Oh, not the one on 69.
Them, right?
Not the one on 69.
The one all the way down. Yeah.
The one by my house. The one by my house, not the one on.
Yeah, there's that one over there. Yeah. Then there's the one in Maspeth also on 69th.
That's the one. That's
That's the one you're talking about. Oh, okay.
No, not the one that. Oh my god, the one that delivers to me is the one on Metro. The one on Fresh Pond 69 doesn't do deliveries. That's the one that's known for their grandma slice. Yeah.
So there's two of them on Fresh Pond.
There's two of them. They're cousins. They're cousins. Yeah. One guy owns one of them. The other guy owns the other. They're both really good, but one's known for their grandma slice, and that's the one on Fresh Pond 69th next to the bank.
Grandma slice? What is that?
It's like when the sauce is on the top and the cheese is below it. It's like an inside out kind of.
No, it's
Chicago style.
Okay. So like,
it's not deep dish.
It's the Sicilian. The true Sicilian is where there's sauce on top of cheese, right?
Yeah.
Like that's the OG Sicilian. They call that an upside down in some places, but it's really not an upside down. Then the other Sicilian is the one where it's cheese on top, sauce on the bottom. And then a grandma is marinara sauce. Like when you walked into Mariella's Pizza, for example, their grandma slices are like, you know, they put the cheese and then they dab marinara sauce around the pie.
Yeah.
What's Chicago style then?
Chicago style is kind of like Sicilian, I guess. Kind of.
Okay, so yeah, because that's what I was thinking it was. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's way more deep dish.
It's just they do a thicker, in Chicago, it's just a thicker Sicilian, essentially.
Oh, I love it. Yeah. Thicker.
It's more like a lasagna than it is.
Ooh, that sounds really good.
Pizza.
I had spaghetti for supper last night.
Yeah, I don't hate deep dish. It's not my thing, but like, you know, it's not. Like,
I've had it before. It's not bad.
There's no beef.
It's like if I want a fucking meal, I'll have like a small deep dish. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot more than like a regular slice of pizza.
I like pizza.
So speaking of pizza, Tony, you're a pizza delivery guy. Have you had any crazy stories? I know about one, but
oh man, we got too many fucking stories. Way too many fucking stories from the pizza. So the other day, as a matter of fact, there was another one. So I went on delivery, right? And I'm out like around the Maspeth area. So like not too far from you, but like still like a little out there. So I'm like driving around. I pull over. I call the woman. The woman picks up the phone and she's like, "Oh, I can't come to the door right now. Yada yada yada. Like I just got out of the shower. Is there any way you can like bring the pizza inside?" So I'm like, I mean, maybe? Sure? But like, how do I open the door? She was like, "Oh, I left the key under the flower pot on the left-hand side next to the bench." So I was like, all right. So I fucking go and I find this key, right? Now I have two pies. I got a large pie and I have a grandma pie with lightly cooked, right? And I got like garlic knots, whatever. So I got like fucking a whole bag of shit. So I take the key, I open the door, I walk in. I lock the car, by the way, because I don't play that bullshit. So I go in and I go to set the pizza down. And this woman, kid you not, walks into the living room almost butt-ass naked. No top, no fucking nothing. Her hair is soaking wet. She's just wearing like her fucking, like kind of like just like panties, I guess, that she just drew on quickly or whatever the fuck, right? And she's got the robe kind of over her shoulder, like kind of blocking her breasts. And I tell her like, "Okay, miss, the price is like 30. I think it was like 35.78 or some shit, or 35.75, I think it was." and she was like, "Oh well, I don't really have like too much money. I don't really have a tip, but you know, like I could do you a favor." And she just drops her fucking robe. So now I'm standing there, right? And I'm just looking at this woman. She's just straight up naked now, right? And she starts pulling her fucking panties down, like all like nice and sexy and shit. And and the funny part in my head is I'm not even saying to myself like, "Yo, I could get me some snacks right now."
I'm gonna
you know
see
what I mean?
this
Like,
on Pornhub.
Yo, it's funny because
Dude, this has turned into like a sex
porn.
fantasy podcast, you know?
But the thing is that I was so sick and tired of women doing this kind of shit because I had women many times as a tip, quote unquote, show me their tits, and I'm just like, "Ma'am, I just want a tip." Like,
Let me go get my tissues and Vaseline really quick, and then you can retell that story.
Whoa, Jesus.
So what ends up happening a lot in my job is that you go to these people, you deliver the pizza, and 9 times out of 10 you deliver the pizza, they give you the money, you fucking leave, and there's no like question in between, nothing, right? But occasionally you get these like housewives that are like either not getting enough dick, or they're like super horny,
like low confidence,
or they just get really confident too.
There.
They're probably getting divorced too. Like I have all the stories like that too. I can go into.
But
Oh
dude,
my God, there's so many
wait,
of those.
to give some context, in the area like that you deliver in, it really is that though. There's a lot of single mothers, a lot of like, I wouldn't say that they qualify under MILF because they're not hot enough, but a lot of women that think they're MILFs.
I would call them cougars. That would be the better word.
Yeah.
Like they're not ugly either. They're
But
just not,
some of them are
like,
in their 30s, but they look like they're in their 50s because of all the cigarettes they smoke.
sometimes. Yeah. Like this one.
Sweetie, you want to bring up my pizza?
No, it's sweetie.
Oh,
Sweetie,
does that pizza
Could you get my smokes for me?
does that pizza
My
come with any
misty-
sausage? Does it come with
misty
any
my
sausage?
I'll see what I can do about that little special sausage you brought upstairs. That little Italian sausage. The sausage, as you guys like to say over at the pizzeria. Can I get?
I asked for extra sauce.
I gave you COVID. Oh man, watch out! I hope you don't have any COVID.
So
That's gross.
So essentially, like I said, like a lot of these women, like you go to the door and like it's really weird too dealing with them because like some of them are really cute, right? Even though they're like kind of like up there in age, and some of them are really young too. So like they're maybe around my age, and maybe even a little younger, like in between like 21 and like 26, right? So it gets weird. It just gets like really awkward because you go up the stairs, you're wearing a fucking mask, right? You got this pizza in one hand. All you want is the fucking money in the other hand. And you want to leave. You want to get the fuck out of there. You want to make your money and you want to go back to the pizzeria to get more deliveries, right? But some of the women think like they could just play this like sketchy game. So this one, I went in there and she was like I said, she got straight up naked. And I'm just looking at this woman and she's all right. Like on another day, I'd probably, hit it once or twice maybe or whatever.
Downtown.
But this time I kind of was like,
Tony's employer watching this.
This time, what was funny, what was going through my head wasn't even like, yo, I'm going to get some free pussy. You know what I mean? What was going through my head at that moment was 3 things. Thing number 1 was, I'm going to be mad late back to the pizzeria, right? I'm going to be like an hour late. So I'm like, oh boy, they're going to fuck me up when I get there. And then number 2 was, yo, I got to pay for my gas. I need my money. Like, you know what I mean? And then number 3 was, this could be a setup. This could be some shit where, like, this could be like one of those situations where, like, you go in the fucking bedroom and, like, you get fucking robbed out your ass. Or you go in the bedroom and
or
there's,
even
like,
worse,
dudes.
even worse, she wants you to fuck her while her husband watches.
Oh my god,
Those are funny though.
Up in the bedroom watching.
I did one of those one day. I'm gonna explain that to you.
Oh my God.
We'll get to that one.
I see
We'll
why
get
they
that
call you
one.
Tony Stories.
Yo, I got
Jesus.
stories like you wouldn't fucking believe. Like, it's unbelievable.
We need to have this guy on like segments here.
Yeah, this is
We need to
gonna
have,
be
like,
a guy we
27
have to feature like every week, just like
For a story time,
Tony's
story time
episode.
once a week kind of thing. I'll have a
Yeah,
story once a
Jesus.
week, no joke. I'll have to
Tony
like
stories.
figure them out. So, dude, the crazy thing about my stories is that like I remember them as we talk. So like if you throw something at me, I'll be like,
Same.
oh shit, I remember that one time. Blah blah. But
At
if like, you
band
put me on
camp.
the spot and go, yo, tell me a story, I'll just go back what happened the last week, kind of, and I'll try to
I
think of
just
something
took
that
a
happened during the week. Like, yo, I was like taking this massive shit one day and I was sweating bullets. Like, you wouldn't fucking believe these bullets can kill people.
Yo,
man.
quick
There's so
sidebar.
many-
Quick sidebar. Does Lucky Charms make your poop turn green?
I don't think so. That's kind of nasty. If that's
Dude,
so.
it makes my poop turn
I've never
green.
seen it happen.
It makes my poop
I've
turn
never
green. I don't know
tried it.
anyone else that it happens
God.
to. It only
I've
happens
never
when I
had
eat
that
Lucky
Or, like, eating
Charms.
vegetables
Loops
and
have done that to me.
shit. Yeah. Fruit Loops?
Fruit Loops
No, no.
on that, yeah.
Like I'm saying, like straight green, like not like a green like vegetables, like fruity green, bro.
No, definitely not.
They're
Like
not like
fucking, he
fruity
takes a
green.
shit and it's
No.
glowing out of the. It's like nuclear
It
waste.
literally looks like a
Coming out of his
leprechaun
ass.
when it came out of my
Like
ass.
the army green.
He could pick up that. It's like that fucking that South Park episode where he was shitting literal like gold. Do you remember?
Oh, it
It was,
was
like,
Kermit
glowing.
ate all the. They went to the cave and he ate all the gold, and then
Yeah,
he
yeah,
just
yeah.
like, started farting. He's like, I can't hold it no more, and just starts shitting gold out of his ass.
Yeah.
And it's fake gold.
It's like gold bars.
It's fake gold.
Wait, Tony, wait, we didn't finish this pizza story. So
Oh yeah,
she
yeah, okay,
takes
okay.
her clothes
So I kinda
off.
just told her,
She
like,
wants
I
it to-
nicely try to tell her, like, ma'am, you know, like, do you have the 35.75? And then she was like, yeah, I got that. Don't worry, but like, I don't have a tip, and you know, I feel bad that I can't tip you, so like, I like to give you something else. Now, my problem is that it's not going to be a 5-minute.
Technically, be
Like-
you giving her a tip.
Yeah, pretty much. And it's not going to be like there's that. Like, I'm going to be giving her a tip at that point, and I'm probably going to lose my job, or like I'll be like
Yeah.
kind of on edge with it. And then the second part of it is like, it's not going to be a 5-minute ordeal. Like, I'm not going to walk in there, she's going to suck me for 5 minutes, and I'm just going to bust a nut and leave. Like, it's not going to happen. Okay?
Oh, you know,
it's going to be
Tony
Oh,
flexing
huh?
right now. Tony's
Unless
trying to
she-
flex.
Look at
I'm
this
trying
guy
not to
over
flex
here.
trying not to
Look
flex,
at
but
this
like
guy.
it's not like she has to be like you know, like some women just can't do it good at all, and then some women
What
are
if
like
she's
really good
a
at it.
goddess?
Yo, if she was a goddess, like she would have to like prove it like on the first like touch. You know what I
Here's the
mean?
deal.
She gives you that gluck
I'll
gluck
pay for this
9000.
if you
You
can
already
do
know
me
what's
like
about to
this
happen,
one.
bro.
Just throw her some garlic
She
bread
does.
and be like, yo,
She starts doing
demonstrate.
that twisting motion. You know what I'm talking about? When they start doing that
Yeah,
twist
I
shit
know
and they start
exactly
sticking your fucking balls in their mouth too with the whole fucking.
Oh
You're
my
like,
God,
Jesus
Jesus
Christ. The girl's got a fucking
So-
vacuum cleaner as a tongue. Like, oh my God.
So I kind of just try to like tell her like, ma'am, like, you know, I can't, you know, I have a job. I can't
Ma'am,
really
this
do
is an
you know,
Applebee's.
sorry. And she was like, oh, it's okay, you know, that's fine. She was like, but can
Arby's
I like,
called.
can I take down your number? And I was like, fine. So I gave her the digits and I left. Now I never got a call from her then. So I was like, all right. So maybe it was a setup. Who the fuck knows? You know what I mean? But I
Yeah.
still was like, that's fine. But there was another time that was even worse than that. So I'm gonna tell you this other one.
Oh, God, here we
not
go.
worse, but like it went further than that. So there was this chick, right, who ordered from the pizzeria all the time. She still orders, by the way. But that's why I'm not gonna give up her name. But she's this Polish woman, and she would order all the time, and she's like in her 30s, I want to say, maybe like 36, 37, like that. And I think she told me she was 35 when I did this. So like she's probably like 36 now. So I would deliver her all the time, and she started to specifically ask for me. Like she would ask like for the short kid,
Ooh.
like the short cute kid or whatever, and like they would send me all the time. Like they'd put my name on the paper and send me. And they started getting this idea, like my pizzeria was like, who is this person? So- I would just tell them I don't know who they are, because I really didn't, really. But I started to get this idea. Eventually, at some point, this woman asked me out. So I took her on a date. This is 2019. This is like the very end of 2019. So like, I want to say like November, December,
Yeah.
like that. So I took her on a date, and we're at this Polish restaurant. This is where shit got funny. So we're at the Polish restaurant in Fresh Pond. Now, think
Oh,
you
I know
the
which restaurant you're talking about, dude. I love that place.
Which one do you think it is?
I don't remember the name, but they have like a setup. They have like
Statues out front?
yeah, but they have like takeout, like they have all the food on display, and like whatever they have
Yes.
for the day is like what's there. Like they're not
Yeah,
actually
so
cooking food to order.
Yeah.
Is
And it's
that
a
the
small
place you're talking
but
about?
It's really nice. Yeah, it's small, but it's like really nice.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
like I was in there and I'm with this chick attending on a date, right? And I was fixing to hit it later. Like I was like kind of hype. I was like, oh, she's kind of cute. You know, like maybe not my type to marry, but like she's kind of cute. You know, so I was like, all right, I could give this a shot, see what happens. You know, I find out she has 2 kids. That doesn't bother me too much. You know, whatever. You know, it's not the worst thing in the world. So I'm like, all right, it's cool, whatever. But this is where shit starts to hit the fan. So like the date's going pretty good, and I'm kind of happy with it, right? And by the way, we were talking for like a few weeks before we went on this date too. Like, you know, I was talking back and forth with her, like on the phone and fucking texting, whatever. And at the time in 2019, I had gone on dates with 43 different women. So this was like just
Jesus,
something.
Tony.
This was something different.
Putting
for me.
yourself
I
out
have
there,
proof of
buddy.
it,
See
too.
why
Like,
you
I've
have
got-
so many stories.
I've got read receipts, bro. Oh my god, I got so many
He's
receipts.
he said he got the receipts.
I got so many
Jeez.
receipts. Like I think
This
I deleted
guy.
I
He's
deleted
gonna
my
hit him with
last
the
Bumble.
this you.
I deleted my last Bumble account and redid my last Bumble account like just recently. Like because I started dating again. Like 2020 was like a dry spell for me because I decided I
Can
didn't
you
want
put
to date.
them on your taxes?
Put him down. Like dated this chick on
Like,
Friday.
this chick did not give me a tip.
No head, no sex, no nothing. The
Yep,
bill was
I'm writing that off.
55. I'm claiming it. Like claiming that shit on my
Wasted
phone.
my time.
Expenses, $55 right there. So like at the time, like, so my Bumble was just filled with women that I had dated. My Bumble, my OkCupid, and I did one girl from like Hinge. Okay, and I got banned on Tinder, so like I didn't want to even go into that one. But
Oh, we're gonna have to go into that one.
well, the ban on Tinder was like really small. It was like a small ban. She
No, wait, Tony, save that story.
All right.
You gotta finish. You gotta finish the Polish chick.
See, that's the
story.
problem. I can go on
Finish her and the story.
I'm on this date. I'm on this date with this Polish chick, right? And we're just relaxing, and everything's going great. And she gets a phone call, and she picks up the phone in front of me instead of being like, "Hi, I'm gonna go to the bathroom and talk on the phone, whatever." She picks up in front of me because she's gonna talk in Polish. I'm assuming. I mean, that's probably why she picked it up like that. So she starts talking to this guy in Polish, and it starts getting kind of like a heavy conversation. Like she starts getting mad at him or her, or whatever the fuck it is, and like it just doesn't seem right. So I'm like, oh, maybe she got upset at her babysitter. Maybe her father called her. Maybe it's an ex-husband. Maybe, it could be anything, like literally anything, right? So the guy with the bill comes. Here, this is where it gets crazy. So now, like, the rest of the night seemed like going on like without a hitch. Like I even asked her, I was like, everything okay? She even told me like, oh, my kids, I got a phone call from my son. They're being assholes of the whatever. Like, did she kind of tell like a bullshit story about how like the younger one is not behaving and the older one is having a problem with the younger one. So like it was like a fight on the phone, whatever the fuck, right? So I was like, okay, so I believed it because at the time I didn't really have any other reason not to, This is when I started realizing like I need to be fucking careful of who I date. The waiter comes over and hands me the check, not her, me the check, okay? And I open the book, and on the fucking book it says pay at cash register, like inside the book, like on a little paper. So I told her, I said, I'll be right back. I'm going to go to the cash register. I'm going to pay it, right? Because I guess it's one of those places where you get up and you go to the cash register and you pay yourself.
Yeah, like that's a diner move mostly. Yeah,
Give you a tip.
Yeah, like a diner almost. So I go over to the register, right? And the waiter's there waiting for me, and he pulls me aside, okay? And she didn't see this because her back is, thank God her back was to the whole, to that side of the restaurant, so I didn't have to deal with it. He pulls me aside and he goes, hey, you're on a date with that woman? And I said, yes. And he's Polish. You could tell by just looking at him, he's Polish. He goes, oh, well, she had a conversation with someone on the phone before in Polish. And I was like, oh, yeah, I said her kid, whatever. Like, I started trying to make an excuse. Like, not make an excuse, but, like, telling him, like, oh, yeah, I know what it was, And she was like, no. He was like, no, listen. She wasn't on the phone with her daughter or son or nothing. She was on the phone with her husband. So I was like, huh? And he was like, yeah, her husband's pissed off that she's not home yet. Like, that's the conversation he got up because he's Polish. So he understands what she's saying. And she told him to fuck off and whatever. And I was like, what, are they like separated? She goes, no, it sounded like they're married, right? And I was like, oh, fuck me. So now I take this woman home. I don't say nothing to her. I take her home, okay? And I start doing some research. I start looking on the internet, like you know what I mean? Start looking up shit. I find out her Facebook, whatever. And it turns out she's dating some dude, right? Who apparently has some sort of ties to some weird like Polish mafia in the neighborhood, right? So now I'm fucking like shitting my pants. Okay, I'm like, yo, I'm fucking dead. There's no way I'm surviving this fucking altercation. So I like dropped off the planet, like dropped off the face of the earth for like a month from this woman.
My God,
like
dude.
She was texting me like crazy, like, hey, you okay? What's going on? Blah blah. I was not even fucking answering. I didn't even pick up the phone. There was no text coming from my phone. I wanted to change my number at some point. I was so fucking paranoid. You know what I mean? Like I was losing my fucking mind. And then one day,
stories wouldn't be playing any stories anymore.
Yeah, Tony's stories ain't gonna be participating anymore.
Tony's story has become the story.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
on the news, dead body found in the marsh.
Dead Italian found today, 26 years old, found in the lake next to like some fucking.
Well, that's another thing is too. A lot of people don't think the mafia exists anymore, and like just if you live in New York for even a month, you'd realize, oh, that's not the case.
Yeah, they exist, and Nicky, where there's like definitely a little bit of.
Hey, wait, this ain't the snitch hotline, bro. Take it easy.
No. You know how you know the mob exists is what I'm saying. No, fuck where it is.
At 11
I'm not gonna tell you the area. But if you go and drive around like Mariella's, you're gonna see sports cars like fucking crazy. I don't know if you noticed. There's supercars out the ass over there.
Yeah.
All right, and that's how you know right away. Like, hey, stay away from the people in this area. Just be nice.
I
deliver pizza and I do good things, and that's it. and I get
Stop
good tips
sending
occasionally.
Polish
That's it. Yeah, that was like the last one I ever dated, like
So-
in terms of like delivery wise, because it was just terrifying.
So you
But,
just kind of avoid her now.
Yeah, I haven't spoken to her since. It's been a year, so I've been lucky, right? But she did show up to the pizzeria one time and see me, and I didn't say nothing to her, and she didn't say nothing to me. So I think she kind of like realized why I stopped talking to her. I think I like kind of clicked in her head,
Yeah.
you know. So I was like, okay, at least now she understands. Like I ain't fucking around.
Could you imagine if the Polish guy was just trying to get at her and he told you this whole thing and then
Damn.
that
you
would've
just
been
like
funny.
misconstrued
He
your
could've.
information? That
That would
like
have been hilarious, bro.
yeah.
He could have done that.
Or
you don't know.
or plot twist: the Polish guy is actually her husband.
Damn.
And he was really trying to see if there was like a three-way gonna happen, like a throuple kind of thing.
So
yeah, he just that's what it is. She brings them in and then he judges them as
Yeah, he
like
judges them,
the
yeah.
waiter, and then he's like,
yeah, but
we'll
he wouldn't
see how
say
big
that
of a
to
tip
you. He wouldn't
gives me."
he wouldn't say shit like that though. He wouldn't be like, you know what I'm saying? Like he wouldn't be like, oh well, she's talking to her husband. Like, no, that's she would probably be
No, he
the
would
one to
have been
bring
like,
up.
"Oh, you down for a three?
Yeah.
A throuple kind of thing going on." Here?
trois.
I wonder if I would ever be
punch
down
me in
with
the
that.
face.
Okay, I had a friend here. I got a good one for you. I had a friend who, if anyone that knew me the past few years probably knows who this person is. Every time we went out, if one of us was hooking up with a chick, he would always ask me, or he'd like come up to me and be like, "Yo, you want to hit this chick with me?" Like he always wanted me to like hit it with him. And I was like, bro, like that's kind of like suspect. And I'm like, listen, bro, like that's just not my thing. And he goes, nah, bro, I'm just looking out for the bro. Like, I just want to do like the ultimate homie thing, like just to like fucking high five a chick while like we're having.
You gonna fucking Eiffel Tower her ass?
Jesus.
Yeah, like his big thing, and he would
Hit
do
him
it with
back
my
in the
other friend that we knew, and they would do it all the time. I was like, listen, like you guys are savages. I guess that was like their mentality was like, hey, like we pass it around, like we do all these things. I was like, dude, that ain't my thing, bro. And honestly, like the kind of girls that are down for that stuff probably aren't the type of girls I'm into. Like I'm not judging anybody for that, but it's just like my preference. So one time I brought this girl back. He was in the club. This ain't my proudest story. He got a new car, and I was like, bro, like she wants, like we're gonna go do stuff. And he was like, yeah, you could use my car. So I go and I'm looking for his car, and I'm pretty drunk, and I don't remember which one his car is. So I go back and I go, bro, I don't know which car is yours, because like I said, he got a new car. He had, so my other friend, the one he would have the threesomes with, he had him show me where the car was. And I remember we're walking, I'm holding this girl, we're walking up, and Marcus like, yo, bro, like it's all good, yo, good luck. Good. He's like, yo, can I hit? And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, yo, let me hit it with you. And I'm like, what? And the girl's right there. Like the girls, we're all like in a triangle pretty much talking. And the girl goes, no. And he goes, shut up, bitch, I'm not talking to you. I was like, bro, what the fuck? I was like,
bitch.
Damn.
I was like, yo,
Damn,
I was like, get
fucking-
the fuck
Whoa,
out of here.
hold on.
I was like,
Now
yo,
that's
hold on.
savage.
dude,
Dude, that is savage as fuck, because he pretty much just saw her as like a piece of meat. Because
Mhm.
even like if she was not down,
Look-
he still would have been like, I don't give a fuck, Nikki, you cool with it?
dude,
Let's
when
fuck
they're
this bitch.
when they're drunk, they become these savages, and they're not really people like I associate myself anymore because
They're
like
not
that,
people anymore.
not because of that, but like stuff they do that was similar to that, and it was just like their constant like behavior could kind of show you what kind of person they were.
I'm gonna laugh if I know these people too. It'd be really funny.
Yeah, but it was so weird because he asked me that. So I like got him, and dude, these guys would do this shit all the time. They would always try to ruin it for like the girl I was with. I was talking to a girl, I was having a great conversation. Like obviously that usually leads somewhere. And like these aren't girls that like I don't just like meet up with girls at clubs and do these things. Like we would all meet up at the bar that weekend. And then like maybe we meet people. But like if I do, I stay in contact with these girls. I end up dating that girl. But that's besides the point.
Big lit.
They're outside. I'm the bar I think closed down, and we were trying to like work stuff out, me and this girl in the back seat, and my friends are outside and they're waiting for me. Now God thank God the windows were fogged up. They were super fogged. so you couldn't see anything. But I just hear them outside. They're like cheering me on. They're like, "Yo, Nick, you got this, bro. You got this." You go, hey, let me get in there next. I was like, bro, shut the fuck up.
Yo, let me get in there next.
Bro, I have never felt so uncomfortable in my life.
That's the type of shit I would say as a joke, though. I would definitely be like out there, you'd be like hitting it.
And then these two girls.
I'd be like, yo, Nick, let me know when it's my turn.
Yeah, these two girls, they came walking down from the bar, so they were like passing the car, and my friends were talking to them, and they were two beautiful, beautiful black girls. The reason why I bring their race into it is you'll see what. So they're talking, I hear them talking. This is right when me and this girl like wrapped up what we were doing. So I can't get my pants on, so I gotta open the car door and get outside. And she can't get her stuff on because this car is real low. So she's gotta go outside. And I just hear these girls talking to them. They go, "Sorry, we only date black guys." And I open my car door, pulling my pants up, and I go, Nah, chill. He's light skinned. Because my friend's Puerto Rican and he's mad. He kind of, you could kind of fall for. So I was trying to say like, yo, he's light skinned. And these girls are like, what the fuck? They see me pulling my pants up. They see a topless girl run out of the car. And they're just like freaking out. And they literally just laugh and like walk away. And my friend's like, yo, they were so hyped for me. Like when I say I had a hype squad, these dudes waiting for me outside the car, high-fiving me. And they're like, see, this is like bro shit. You know what I mean? This is the bros looking out for you.
I'd be so uncomfortable fucking a chick.
Oh, it was so bad.
Boys right outside.
But they were just
drunk
saying,
enough. I mean, it's probably not that bad.
If I'm drunk enough, I'm probably fucking one of them though. But at that point, we already gotten to a point.
But my friends were just like, yo, Nickyfries, the wingman, the ultimate wingman. They're like, yo. They were like winging us even while he's having sex with another chick. He was like, whoa.
Oh man, I've got one awful wingman story for you guys though. Like absolutely horrendous.
Dude,
wingman story.
I just want to put it out there for the homies. I'm the best wingman out there. I have had friends say the dumbest shit and then me to like think on my feet and just drop and do the worm. And girls are like, what the fuck? And like it's just so they forgot the dumb shit my friend just said. Yeah. My friends picking up chicks were hilarious, but they would screw it up for me every time. Like either I'd be talking to a girl and I had to go take care of my friend, or like I said, I talked to like this one girl, me and her were like hitting it off, but then my friend comes up to us, puts his arms around both of us, pushes us together and go, "Hey, you two should hook up." He says it like that. "Hey, you two should hook up." And it was like, bro, you know how awkward that was after that?
I just thought a big mouth when you said that.
This is what I thought about it too. This is one of those things that I just don't affiliate when I come with friends too. Like when it comes to women and stuff like that and dating and whatnot, I never bring the girls that I'm with or the girls I'm dating or the girls I'm smashing ever around any of my friends until it's gotten to a stage.
Thank you, bro.
Like that,
I'm the same way.
I never. And my friends are like that too, so I'm okay with that. Like my friends, like I have my friend Andrew, for example, who like was dating this chick for like 3 months. I didn't even fucking know he was dating this chick for 3 months. Like I didn't even know. You know what I mean? He's like one of my best friends. And then he just one day was like, "Hey, yeah, I've been with this girl for like 2.5 months now." And I was like, "Word? Good shit." Like that's the kind of shit. Like it's not that we don't trust each other. That's not the case. It's just we all have our own private lives. And then when we decide to bring that private life into our public life, you know what I mean? That's when shit, starts getting more real.
Understand?
Yeah. Like for example, I dated some chick for about a year and I had a kid, right? She was an awful person, but I dated her for about a year.
An awful person? Is that what you said?
She was terrible. Yeah, she was terrible. There's a whole story. I could go into a whole rant.
I believe you. Okay.
Oh my god, I can go. Forget about it. It's a whole year of bullshit. One quick, tiny story. Think about it like this. She's the type of girl that would literally ask you to come over and watch her daughter while she goes upstate to fuck her ex. Okay, that's the type of girl she is. That just a little extra.
And that's on toxic relationships.
Toxic isn't even the word. I don't think I've ever been in a non-toxic relationship.
Bro, but my thing is, if my friends want to know if I'm dating somebody, I'll let them know, but I'm not giving you details or who or what or anything, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's like who I am. Like I'll give you my relationship status, and if people are really annoying about shit, what I'll do is I'll like make like a fake girlfriend, have them fucking and just talk about it all the time, just so they don't want to hear it from you no more. You know what I'm saying? Like I'd be like, "Oh, we went flower picking today, and we did all this shit and all this stuff," so then people don't fucking deal with it. They don't got to hear from it.
Like I'll give details.
In this one lady's butthole.
I was tonguing this one girl's butt cheek. Oh, let me tell you the story now. You ready? You guys ready for this shit? This shit is
Wait,
fucked
how
up,
you got
dude.
banned off Tinder?
No, we'll go to that one right after this. But this one's like the really bad. This is the infamous one that I've told like many times to like close friends, but I don't give a fuck now, and I'm down to like make it public. It doesn't even bother me. So listen to this shit. I was 22, I believe, at the time. I had just recently broken up with an ex-girlfriend, and I was right in between two of my longest relationships, like right in the middle. So I was off, like I was single, but I was very depressed. Like I wasn't like happy because of what happened and whatever. Like I had lost my friend a year prior, like to a bad motorcycle accident. Then I, like this girl fucking cheated on me, so I was like in a bad place, So I go with a friend of mine who, like a whole group of friends. Like I have a lot of friends that are gay, right? So like I went out with them to a gay bar. And I was just hanging out. And we were just chilling, and I was having drinks. Like, we were having a good time. And my boy had, he was trying to get with this dude. You know what I mean? And the dude had brought his friend along who was a chick. So he was like, yo, Tony, I got this girl for you. He was like, well, you want to give it a shot? So I was like, I don't know. I was kind of, like, heartbroken already. I was, like, not feeling it. So I was like, all right, maybe. But I don't know. She came over to the bar, and she bought me a fucking drink. Like, straight up sat down and bought me a drink. Okay, that should have been red flag number one, by the way. I should have immediately been like, something's not right here, but I didn't because I was stupid. So now I'm talking to this girl all night. We're getting drunk. Everything's going pretty well, whatever. And this bar, by the way, is part of, I think it's called Penthouse 808. So it's part of a hotel as well. All right, it's in Williamsburg. Okay. And she said that she was from Texas, okay, which would explain the accent. Like she had like kind of a thick one, but not that thick, but like Southern. And she said that she was here on like a business trip or whatever, like some reason, but she was here in this hotel. So the only reason why she was at this bar is because the hotel is right there, right above it. Okay, or right below it rather. All right. So she was like, she has a room and she would like me to come chill. So I was like, am I going to get some fucking action? What is this? You know what I mean? Now I'm not the type to do hookups, but I don't like hookups. Hookups for me do nothing.
Not a one-night stand person?
No, not at all. Not even close. Like, they don't do nothing for me.
The best part about this is Steve is married, so he's just having his fantasies right now. Listen,
dude, I'm loving this right now because I don't hear this anymore.
So the thing is that, like, I've gone on dates with a lot of women, like a lot of women, but in every single case, I've always looked at it as, like, there's potential here for it to go into, like, a girlfriend status. You know what I mean? Or, like, some sort of dating status. Because I'm not a fan of friends with benefits. And I'm going to tell you why. The reason why I'm like that is that, like, personally speaking, I'm not turned on by, like, quickies. I just don't feel anything. Like, I did one hookup one time. Like, a few times I've done them. But, like, every time I do them, they're boring to me. Like,
you might need penicillin if you're not feeling anything.
Wait, what you saying? Am I what?
You get the blue pill or what?
I said you might need penicillin if you can't feel anything.
Penicillin a week. No, I feel it down there, obviously, but like I'm not feeling it mentally. Like mentally,
and you
does
feel
it burn?
it
Does it burn, Tony? Does it burn?
So mentally, I just don't like enjoy it because I like to spoil the women in the bedroom. So like, if I don't have feelings for these chicks,
buy them stuff and bring it to the bed.
Tony's just Tony's trying his best to get laid. From
literally order chocolates while
I can only imagine all the women rolling their eyes right now.
You're rolling over.
All the women rolling their eyes hearing Tony speak right now.
I could care less. So fucking like if I don't have feelings for the chick, I don't really enjoy it as much. Like I just don't. To me, it's kind of like, what is this? Like, there's no emotion. You know what I mean? And I can't do it when there's no emotion. Like,
for sure, dude. You always want to stick your dick in someone like you care about.
Yeah, I mean, exactly.
You like your brother at home?
When your dick and heart are in the same place, it's a beautiful
to be honest,
thing.
It's like that though. Like that's the way I am. Yeah. Like a friend of mine that streams told me that they think I'm. I forgot the word for it, but they said like you're more attracted to like you're more emotionally attracted.
Hopeless
to people
romantic, dude.
Yeah, hopeless romantic. Yeah, you could say that too. But yeah, I'm definitely a hopeless romantic. No question. So I take this chick upstairs. Right now, I'm drunk. When I'm drunk, all bets are off. My brain doesn't give a fuck no more. All right, and my dick is practically numb at that point too because I'm drunk. You know, like I'm up there.
Drunk dick.
Right. I'm up there. We get to the bedroom. Right. Well, actually, it was a living room rather, and then we eventually made it to the bedroom. But in the living room, she starts to like unbutton my pants. So I'm like, yo, this is gonna be fucking lit. Right,
easy.
And she goes down there, right, and she starts like going ham, and I'm like, yo, this is not bad, you know, this is gonna escalate somewhere, right? So she comes back up and she grabs me by the shirt. Now, keep in mind, by the way, I didn't kiss this chick like at all. All right, maybe like she might have been one of those types that like doesn't like kissing, you know what I mean? So like I didn't lean in for it, she didn't lean in for it, right? Yeah, you just want to get down to business, whatever. She gets my pants are almost like they're like below my knees already, right? And she grabs me by the shirt and starts kind of like waddling me way over to the bedroom because, you know, my fucking pants are on my legs. You know what I mean? Like I haven't kicked them off yet. So the first thing I do is, let me reach for this chick down there. You know, let me play with her. I stick my hand down there. And I start feeling something that I just don't understand in my head. It doesn't click.
Yes.
It doesn't click properly in my head.
No,
And I'm
exactly.
I met this girl who was kind of fun, and she whipped out a dick that was bigger than mine.
And I was like,
It says TS is your logo,
right? My hand's down there, and I'm just like, and I grab onto something, like I full grab something, and yeah, it's not hard or anything, but I grab it, and I'm like, what is this? So like in my head, since I'm drunk, I didn't think penis. I thought like could be anything. Maybe I grabbed some underwear,
and she forgot it.
Yeah, or maybe she's got something in there. Like
maybe she shit her pants earlier in the day. You know,
she
maybe
shit her pants a fucking week. But like, so like I'm holding on to this thing, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I start like kind of like squeezing it because I'm trying to figure out what the fuck it is. You know what I mean? Like you like try to figure it out, and then it clicked in my head. When it clicked in my head, I can't tell you how fast I jumped off and fell over. Now I fell over because my pants were literally between my legs. Okay. So I pull my pants back up and I'm fucking like almost about to yell. Like I'm about like, oh my God, what the fuck is going on? I'm like getting all like upset. Holy shit. I was like, yo, I didn't know you were a dude. Like I was like really upset. Now I didn't mean to say like, I don't know you're a dude. Because like if they're transsexual, you know, if they say they're a woman, then I guess technically they're a trans woman. You know what I mean?
You were drunk and you were caught by surprise. Yeah.
Yeah, in my head, this person got a dick, so I'm like, oh fuck, it's a dude.
But bro, if you're attracted to it, you should have just hit, bro.
I wasn't. That was the thing. So like right after that, I went flaccid so fast. I can't tell you how flaccid I went. It was insane, and it like made me lose my cool. And I jumped backwards, and the only thing she said that like really like triggered my head to get the fuck out of there was the girl turned around and goes, wait, but at the bar you said you were down for anything. And that's when I looked at her and I was like, you didn't even tell me this was what the down for anything part was. Like, this is what you meant by down for anything? Nah, too much of a surprise for Tony. Let me leave. So I just walked out. I was so tight. I got downstairs and my boys were like, yo, you hit it that fast? I was like, no, I didn't hit it at all. And they were like, why? What happened? I was like, she got a dick. And they started dying laughing. All 5 of them were hysterical. One of them straight up,
they didn't know. One of them, they didn't know.
No, they didn't know. But one of them straight up turned to my boy, whose name is Bri, by the way. Turned to him and was like, "Bro, I fucking told you," like just like that. And he turns around and goes, "Nah, man, there's no way. Like, there's no way. It's bullshit." And like, we didn't see her the rest of the night. I left. I dipped, bro. I was like, I'm not staying here.
Yo, but was the sloppy good though?
Like Ace Ventura.
What was the sloppy good?
And the worst part
on
is,
fire.
yeah, yo, I went home. I showered so hard. Like I stayed at home for like 3-4 days. I was like, I ain't going fucking nowhere,
bro. Like, but like, if the sloppy was good, the sloppy was good. Like
the sloppy was good though. I have to be honest.
So then what's your problem, bro? You got what you needed.
The thing is that
sloppy tappy.
So let me tell you why I'm like kind of afraid of like that kind of like situation. So I've always grown up as
she was bigger than you.
No, I hope not. Oh my God.
She bends you over and goes, your turn.
That's what I was afraid of. So like that's what I was really afraid of. Like I was like, oh shit. Like what the fuck is gonna happen now? You know what I mean? Am I gonna get bent over? Because I got a fat ass. Bro.
Well, that's what when communication comes in.
I
got a booty, bro. Like I gotta be careful. I've had like a lot of my own friends have told me like, yo, you got a nice butt. Like if you were gay, like forget it. Like, and
bro,
like,
that happens to me a lot.
That
happens to me a lot.
So I gotta be careful.
Shit.
Oh, that's another gay story I gotta tell you. It's really
my God.
I was at a bar, right?
Tony, finish the story first.
No, that was it. That was the end.
7 stories. I swear to God.
Like never saw her again. That was it. But I went to a bar one time right after pizza delivery with my friend Lizzie and her friend. I don't remember her friend's name. Oh, Alexis. So we're out at this bar.
He's just out here name dropping, dude. He's name dropping.
You're not gonna listen
I probably shouldn't name drop. I think I'm gonna stop name dropping.
I could blur their names out. I'll blur their names out for you if you want. I'll believe it out.
It's not like your last name. You'll be fine.
No, they're totally innocent in this situation, so it doesn't even bother me. Like they have nothing to do with like what happened.
All right,
but they
can blur them out.
So we're out at this bar, and we're in front of the karaoke machine. Or the machine, not the karaoke machine, but the jukebox, right? And the name of the bar, I have to ask them what the name was. It's like a really popular like gay bar in the city. And we're there, we're just chilling. And like it's not only a gay bar, it's also straight people come in there, everybody like hangs out. Like it's just like
it's a vibe,
but
dude.
Generally like there's like a like they love it because there's like a higher gay population at this bar. So I'm down. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'll go to any bar. You know, drinks are drinks. I have a good time. I don't care. You know, I'm not looking for no punani. You know what I'm saying? I'm just chilling with my boys and my and the girls. So I'm just chilling.
The last bar either.
And so like I'm chilling, and this dude walks up to me, and I kid you not, it's fucking weird. And we're by the jukebox, and he puts his arm around me, and he's like, "Yo, play this song." So I'm like, "All right, maybe I will. You know, maybe I'll do him a favor." So he gives me like,
"Yeah, I will."
I don't have any change. Like it takes like $3 to pay like a song. You know what I mean?
Jesus.
So yeah, there was like a weird.
That's
jukebox
New York.
thing.
That's the New York
Like,
jukebox thing.
It was one of those computer.
It's like
ones
it's
that have,
it's
like,
that
a
like
shit load.
AM.
You can do it from your phone here.
It's like
I think you
AMV
can do it
or
from your phone
something,
on there.
right?
That one too, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's only
The
50
company?
cents here.
No, it's like $3 for certain songs.
For
Like,
you,
depends on
yeah.
the song. So like some songs were like $1, some songs were like $3. Like you wanted a Drake
It's usually
song,
like a
specific Drake
$1.50.
song.
Yeah, I think where
per
we live,
song,
too.
which is crazy. $5
Yeah,
gets you like 3 songs in most bars.
Yeah, it's crazy how much money these songs are and shit. So he wanted like a Drake song that was like $3, right? So I told him, I was like, hey, it's like $3, man. Like, you gotta call. I'm not gonna put $3 in. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna do it. Dude, he says he needs a change for a 20. Okay, now I don't have change because I just came from I do have singles, but I don't have like that many singles. I don't have 20 singles. You know? So I take out a 10 and 10 singles. And my friend Lizzie turns around and says something to me as like a joke. She was like, Tony got singles. Whatever, he like a stripper or something, like as a joke.
That's what I just
because,
said.
well, I work pizza delivery, so like, you know, I would have like a shitload of change, you know? But she said it like that, and he snapped at her. This is the funny part. He snapped at her, right? And he was like, yo, don't be mean to him, man. You don't know him, which they do, you know? And he's obviously drunk. And he's like, you don't know him? This kid cute. He's like, what's the matter with you? Like, yo, be nice to him. Yo, he's an awesome dude, bro. He trying to like give me change and shit. He's so cool, whatever. And I'm like, damn, so I was like, I'm being defended by a dude I don't even know from my own friends. You know what I mean? And like, they're like kind of like trying to calm him down, like, yo, relax, we know him, whatever. And I'm telling him, like, yeah, you don't worry about it. I give him 20 singles, like 10 singles and $10 bill, right? He throws 3 singles, and I take the 20, by the way. He throws 3 singles in the machine, okay, plays the song, and then goes, you keep the change, like in a really like sexual manner, and folds up the 10 and the 20 and the singles and shoves it down my shirt, slaps my ass, and walks away. And I'm just like sitting there looking at these like my friends, and I'm just like, did I just get tipped and my ass slapped? And they were like, yeah, I think he likes you. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, but don't lie. That was a confidence boost, though. You were definitely feeling good about stuff.
That was a hella confidence.
Yeah.
That would happen to me once in a while.
He defended
for some reason
you from your friends, and he tipped you.
Yeah.
And he slapped my ass. So I haven't gotten some action like that in a long time. So I was like hype as shit.
Dude,
my God.
It's always a confidence boost.
It's always a confidence boost. Yeah, but the Tinder story is like a weird one.
Okay,
That one was,
so how did you get banned from Tinder?
Okay, so I'm on Tinder. Like, remember I told you I just opened up a bunch of different like dating sites because I was like in 2019.
You were
I
horny.
just wanted
Okay,
to
I
fucking
get
date.
it.
Yeah, I just wanted to date. I was like, yeah, I guess you could say that. Like, I was like trying to get over like a breakup, so I just wanted to date. I didn't want to fucking deal with nobody. You know what I mean? I just wanted to find somebody I could talk to and whatever, and that was it. And I was on Tinder, and now I knew Tinder was like the hookup kind of thing, right?
That's when it was really becoming just exclusively for hookups.
Yeah, it started becoming like
2015,
just a hookup central. Yeah, it was like a hookup central. I mean, in the beginning it was hookups too, but now it's starting to like kind of like smooth over into like a more of like a relationship thing. I think because of COVID, maybe. And,
no, it's definitely the other way around. It's been Tinder's where you go for hookups, and like everywhere else is where you go for like relationships.
Oh, okay, fair enough. So like every other site is more relationship wise, and then Tinder's like.
If you're on Tinder, you're looking to fuck, dude.
Fair enough. I know people that have dated from Tinder. That's why I was.
Yeah.
I know a few people that have stuck.
Obviously, that's not everybody, but I would say 90% of the people on there. Versus like,
there's also a lot of fake accounts on Tinder, by the way. I learned the hard way, so you gotta be careful with those.
This man always slips a story. He slips it where you want to ask another story, but you got to finish telling the other one.
I know, he's crazy.
He goes, "Oh, I got scammed by a scammer." I'll tell you, that's another story.
That's why they call you stories, because you're all over the place.
Yeah.
I have so many, like, I'll slip them in.
Tony,
and, like, tell you
Tony,
later.
we will bring you back on. You don't have to tell us all of them right now.
I'll tell this one maybe, and maybe one more maybe. Just to be safe here. I'm gonna save that other one, the one I just like bleated a little bit. I'm gonna save that one for another day. I'll write it down somewhere so I remember
All right.
like what it was. I'll write down like a lot. I'm gonna make like a little tally.
If the people love you, people love you, we'll have you back in 2 weeks.
100%. Yeah.
So let me tell you what happened.
If the views are up, the watch time's up. You're coming right back. Don't worry.
So I'm on Tinder, right? So I'm on Tinder. I'm like looking. I'm not really looking to hook up. I'm actually looking for a relationship because like this type of person I was. So I was looking for something more serious. So I had in my bio like, you know, relationship, whatever. Like, you know, you have to choose like either it's single, like either it's like something casual, don't know yet, or relationship. You know what I mean? Like there's those 3 categories and that's it. Like that's what shows up on your bio. So when people look through your shit, if they see something casual and they want something casual, they'll swipe right. You know what I mean? Whatever. But they'll swipe left if they don't like you or whatever, right? So I'm talking to like, I think at the time I've always done really well on dating websites, but like on Tinder I was doing exceptionally better than I thought. And I was also 60 pounds heavier at the time than I am now. So I was surprised on how well I was doing. And this chick comes at me. So I have the two different like chicks that I don't know which one got me banned, but one of them got me banned and I don't know which one it was. The first one started talking to me mad dirty. Okay. And she was okay looking. Wow. By the way, I can't hear you guys anymore.
We're here.
What?
Oh,
We're not talking.
Never mind.
It's okay.
You know what it was? It was showing up on the screen like you guys were talking, and I was like, huh? What's going on here?
Oh.
Yeah. Like, you know, like the little circle around you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
Makes sense.
I'm talking, she's talking to me mad dirty. Now I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Maybe I could like, you know, talk to her dirty too. So I started talking to her dirty.
On the app, right? On the app?
Yeah, this is on the app. Not off the app, on the app. Totally on the app. Oh, and another thing that Tinder doesn't like, by the way, is they don't like having links to anything in your bio.
Yeah.
I had my like
Really?
Instagram in my bio. Yeah, like I have my IG in there. And they don't like that. And I didn't know they don't like that, but they don't like that. Because I see people have it in their bio all the time. That's why I put it there. You know? So I didn't know. So I'm talking to this chick, and she's going through my Instagram. Okay? And she's talking dirty to me, and she knows how I look now, like pretty much.
Okay.
Like more in depth, right? And she's saying all sorts of stuff. And then she straight up like just drops a bomb. She goes, "Why don't you send me a dick pic?"
Damn.
So I'm like,
usually they don't do that.
yeah, so I was like, no, because I don't do that shit. You know, like that's not me. I'm not about to have my penis plastered all over the place. Okay? Like, I'm not. So she was like, why not? She was like, what, are you not packing? And I told her what my size was, like straight up. She was like, then send it to me. Like, I want to see it. You know? And I was like, no, I'm not sending you my dick.
Is it because she thought it was so small and she's never seen a dick that small before?
It could be possible. No, I'm kidding. But she was like so like she just didn't believe me at first. Like she was like, nah, bullshit. You know what I mean? And I was like, well, you're gonna have to come see it to see it. Like that's it. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to come and see it. Like that's it. You know, to see it to believe. And she started getting really upset, like really mad. She was like, what the fuck are you doing on this site? If you're not gonna be sending nudes, what kind of person are you? And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? So I'm mad confused. Okay. So I tell this bitch off and I call her a hoe. Right? And I block her. I get rid of it. I'm like, I'm not dealing with this shit, right? Then another chick I talked to, I was talking to her for a little bit, and then she didn't answer me back for mad long. And then she answered me back, and I was like talking to like other girls already, and I kind of wasn't interested anymore, so I didn't answer back to that. You know what I mean? It was like mad long, meaning like 3-4 days, you know? So I was like, I'm not gonna bother if like she's not gonna be like, you know, committed to this. You know, there's no point. And I wasn't that interested anyway. She got mad at me for ghosting her, quote unquote, and blew up on my shit, like on my Instagram and everything. Like she hit me up on Instagram instead of blow me up. So I was like, yo, you need to relax, okay? Fast forward a week later, I'm banned from Tinder, like straight up banned. So I'm like, how the fuck did I get banned from Tinder? So now I don't know if you knew this, but Tinder don't got much of a support that you can call. They don't got nobody. They don't have fucking like a rat's ass to fucking scratch. They have nothing. So like you call them. Like you can't call them. They don't have a phone number. And if you do, it goes to like some weird voicemail. You could send them emails, but they don't answer all the time. And you could like talk in a live chat, but they never answer the live chat. So I didn't even bother. So this is at the time. This is like 2019. Maybe they fixed it now. I don't know. So I went through an email service. I was like, hey, I got permabanned, but I don't know why I got permabanned. You know? And they were like, oh, you broke TOS. And I'm like, okay, what part of TOS did I break? And they linked the message that I sent the chick calling her a hoe.
Well,
so I was like, word?
That is technically against TOS. That
What happened?
is technically against TOS though.
Yes, but I was like,
Yeah,
they didn't
yeah.
read the rest of the question where she was violating me hard, asking
Yeah.
for dick pics. Like, you didn't read the whole convo. Like, they
It's a
didn't read
two-way
it at all.
street, bud.
They didn't give a fuck about anything else that was in that message. All those messages, by the way. Like, I even sent them my side, like, as I had it still like saved. Like, I had screenshots because I sent it to my boys. I was like, yo, look at this dumb shit. You know? So I sent them screenshots with the email, and they were like, no, it doesn't matter. You still broke TOS. And I was like, well, did she get banned at least? And they were like, no, the TOS for women is different than the TOS for men on this platform.
No,
And I was
did
like,
they
that's what I
actually say
said.
that?
yeah, I think I still have the email from like 2019. But I don't give a shit.
No way.
Like, I didn't give a fuck. I was like, yo, this is the dumbest shit ever. They said they sign up for a separate type of TOS, or they're more protected under TOS or something like that. It was like along those lines. Like, they protect the women
Different, really.
more. It was so weird. And it was upsetting. So, like, ever since then, I've been using other people's phone numbers because I don't give a fuck. So, like, Nikki, be careful. Don't give me your phone number, bro, because I'll sign up at Tinder.
I'll do it. We're gonna do it.
I'll take your phone number, bro, and I'll make a Tinder account in my name.
I'm not giving Tony my phone number ever.
I'm kidding.
Who's this
I've only
fucking
done it.
Steve guy?
Heather
Steve
Heather
texted
just
me
looks
right
at Steve's phone,
You
and
can
there's
get
just
divorced.
all these Tinder messages, and she's like, "Steve, what the fuck? Why are you pretending to be this Tony kid?"
I swear it's not me. I swear. Heather's like slapping you.
Probably what
Oh
would happen.
man.
I wonder how is like Tinder in Iowa. I feel like you have to set your radius to like every 1,000 miles just to find
It's like
somebody.
50 miles.
They set
Just to
their radius
find-
to like Australia.
Yeah, because I mean, Steve, what is there? You said
It
like
takes 20 minutes to drive to my work.
You said there's like 2,000 people in your
No,
your
there's
town.
400 in the town that I live in.
Dude, so like if you did Tinder, you would probably like see people you know and just be like,
Okay,
"Hey,
my buddy from
do
Michigan
you want to?"
had
Do it, make
Tinder, and I think he had like a couple matches while he was here, but he said they were a drive.
Yeah.
So that makes. I was like,
Yeah, with us, our radius can be like literally like honestly,
10
you shouldn't
minutes?
put more than 10 miles over here, because you put more than 10 miles, you end up in Jersey, or you end up deep Long Island, or deep.
That's
upstate.
true. That's true.
It's really weird. Like, I have it set to like 50 miles because I'm a fucking idiot, and I'm talking to some chick in like Jersey right now, and like that's 36 miles away. So I don't even like looking at this phone, and I'm like, oh shit.
how to get there.
I mean, I have
Plus
the
you
car, I
gotta
could do it,
you gotta
but I was
pay
like,
the
damn.
tolls, dude. Like that's the worst part, man. Like paying the tolls. That's just getting fucked extra.
Yeah, you get fucked really big time over here in the city too. Like, you go out there, it's like 1370 something for George Washington Bridge one way or some shit. It's like unbelievable.
How are we running on time? I'm just curious.
We're
yeah,
at an
what time is
hour right now.
Oh shit, we can keep
we
going.
just hit an
Wonderful.
hour?
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't feel like
shit.
it.
Okay, I thought we were chatting forever, man. It's been fun.
So Tony,
has
Tony,
been fun.
when we collabing, bro?
Oh, yo, any fucking time, just let me know. I
Yo,
told
you guys
to
heard this.
stream-
Now I'm putting him on the spot because this motherfucker has been procrastinating me for the past 6 months. He's the one that approaches me. He goes,
Video of
every
his
time I hop in
story?
his chat, yo, let's do a fucking video. Let's do this.
Yo, do
And
a
then I'm like,
fucking
yo,
collab.
him, and then he's like, oh, I got school this week. Oh, you know, I gotta clean my asshole this week. Oh, this
You
girl
guys
broke
need
my
to do a
heart. I'm not
video
feeling good
of
this
the
week.
trans story.
Oh, you know. So
A
so
video of the trans story.
yeah,
Yeah.
you let Nikki be the trans.
Let Nikki be the trans. Oh my god. You know, Nikki, like no joke, right? I want to start a YouTube channel like really bad, right? And I'm really bad at editing, or at least I don't have like much experience in it, right? I'd be totally down to like pay you to just make me like a small montage video just so I can see how the fuck it works. You know what I mean? Like just to give me like some pointers. Because I literally have no fucking idea. I've got so many clips.
I mean, I can edit for you, but dude, I'm just so busy with like editing this, my
Yeah,
own
no, I
stuff,
understand,
trying to
yeah.
do like even if I wanted to take your money, I wouldn't. Like
Nah,
I still
you take it.
like can't do
It's
it.
not
Even
that hard,
even
man.
I'll send you merch or some shit.
Editing's
you
not
send me
that
merch.
bad.
Yeah, dude, I have those Mario Kart things for you.
Oh shit. that's
Remember
right.
I told you about that like 6 months ago?
Shit, I gotta come get those. Fuck. I gotta hang out with you.
Motherfucker,
I gotta
dude.
buy merch. and
This
bring it
fucking
too.
this fucking kid is so much talk, all bark, no bite.
Yeah.
Don't pull up to
yeah,
film.
yeah.
I'm farting smell.
You know what it is? It's like I had school. So every day that I had off, right? I would
Off?
have school, and then I would stream at night.
Yeah, what happened?
So
What happened New Year's Eve where this kid's literally hit me up? Yo, I'm at Juniper right
Yo, I
now.
was fucking gone at
Motherfucker's
Juniper,
2
bro.
blocks from my house doesn't hit me
I
up.
was
Like, are you
gone.
fucking kidding me?
I brought my fucking bottle of tequila that I got for Christmas over there, and I'm fucking just pouring shots for like half of my fucking friends. We're just getting lit. Yo, do you know I went over there with one person, and I ended up making friends with like 30 fucking
Bro,
people
but that's
there?
how it works. When I was in high school, all I would do was
You
go
bring alcohol,
drinking
that's
in
what
the
happens,
park
dude.
every
Yeah.
fucking, almost every like Thursday through Sunday, pretty much. And we would
Like,
just
I
meet
used to make
people and hang
friends-
out.
Yeah, like, we'll do it. We'll definitely hang out with that. Like I used to make friends going to the the BLM rallies and stuff like that. I was going out to the rallies bringing water bottles for the cops and for the protesters because like I felt bad for both sides. Like you had these cops that had to fucking sit there, and like just stand there the whole time. You got the
Yeah.
protesters who are like
100%.
But
out
that's
in the heat
fairly
and shit.
recent then, you're talking about.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago. Like I felt really bad for both sides because like it was hot as fuck out. This was like not in the summer, but like I think it was like
It was
a little bit
September,
before the
wasn't it?
summer.
I think it was
No,
September.
no. When did this BLM thing really like kick off? No, it was like really early. I want to say like June-ish.
I mean, that
I was
shit
gonna
kicked
say,
off in like
June-ish sounds
2014.
about
but
right,
yeah.
actually.
Yeah, because I think Mixer
No,
either
it got
just
really
tanked.
bad this year. So yeah.
Mixer either just
So that
tanked,
then that would have
like,
been
just fell
June.
apart, or-
That would have been June or July.
Yeah, it was like around that time. And I was going there with like water bottle, like a whole like case of water bottles. I would put them in a cooler and I drive my ass out there.
Yeah, because I was
And
saying
just
you didn't
like-
walk because you live kind of far from the park. Then, if that's
Yeah.
You're just a
Um,
sweetie pie, aren't you?
Tony's just trying to make himself look good.
You're
in
just
the-
that hopeless romantic trying
Yeah.
to pick up one of them people.
Yeah, no, be nice.
Frisking officer.
I did though hook up with one of the girls at the rally though. I thought that
Told
was
you.
really funny.
Told
Oh
you.
my God.
But that was not out of choice. Okay, I ended up going, giving out water, and then like people were like, "Wow, thank you so much for the water. I appreciate you." And then like they would get it was so weird. You had both sides being weird. I would go over to the cops and hand them water, and then the BLM side would be like, "What? You're a fucking you support the cops?" Like, no, I'm giving both you sides water. You know what I mean? Or the other side would be the same thing. Like, go over to the cops and they would say something to me, about it. Like, oh, just make sure you don't get violent, whatever. And I'd be like, yo, I'm just chilling. Like,
I'm here
just
for that,
here.
man.
I'm here to just give out water and like say what's up and just leave, And one of them was like super nice. Like the girl was like really, really nice and her friend was super nice. And like they started inviting me to like a bunch of rallies and I started going. Eventually I go on a date with this chick. I go on a couple dates with her and it was like fun. I don't know. I had a good time. Not gonna
You'd
lie.
like get in her ear and you just whisper like really sensual into her ear. You'd be like, Black Lives Matter. You'd be like, Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter, baby.
Just whisper in her ear.
And she's like, oh, I'm so moist.
She's like, oh,
I'm so moist.
BLM. Oh,
Oh, Jay.
oh, George.
Oh,
Like,
Jay.
it was so, like, some crazy shit. But no, it wasn't like that. Like I supported the movement on both, like totally. But I also like was like kind of against the rallies. Like they had like some not rallies, the riots. Sorry. Like I went to one in Whitestone. I don't know if you heard about this one. This one was bad. We went to Whitestone, and this guy, like before I got there, thank God it happened before I got there, because I would have flipped the fuck out or I would have died. One of the two. The guy showed up in a truck, like in an SUV, like a Chevy Tahoe, and drove on the sidewalk trying to run down these people in Whitestone.
Jesus.
I think I do
Yeah, it was
remember that.
insane.
I think I do
Yeah,
remember
it
that.
was some weird Italian kid. I think his name was Anthony too. That's the fucked up part. So I was like, whoa. So it like really bothered me. Or they suspected it was him because he was like
Yeah.
some weird dude in the neighborhood.
Anyway, all right,
But,
don't be snitch. Yo,
yeah.
this ain't the snitch hotline. Fucking
No,
Tony
no,
Stories.
no.
Relax there, buddy.
Definitely not.
Watch,
Would
I'm
never.
gonna get approached after this
Leave out
podcast
that
by
name.
some people who say, "Hey, do me a favor, pal. Hey, you think on that podcast?
I think his
do me
name
a
was
favor?
Steve.
Do me a
His name
favor."
was fucking Steve. Don't ever
His
say
name
that
was
fucking name
fucking
again.
Steve.
Yeah, if
Oh,
anyone's
who's the
looking
story
for him, his name's Steveozilcho. He lives in Cornfield 36 in Iowa. If you're
Dude,
looking
you need
for
to
him.
be very careful because there's a highway really close to me.
Oh, well, if you didn't
Oh,
say that,
shit.
if you didn't fucking say that, if you didn't say that, no one would have known.
Nikki's gonna have to bleep out this whole section. From the name
Okay,
drop all the way to that
It's
point.
not 36. It's
Bro, do you hear this kid? He's doxing himself.
He just DDoSed himself.
don't care. Come to my house.
Just DOSed himself right here on the doxed it. Sorry.
Now I have
He
to
just
bleep
doxed
this. Thanks for
himself.
putting more work for me, Steve. You fuck.
You'll be.
It's only this
fine.
portion anyway. It's like when I said the name and that. So
I might
you're
just cut
good.
this part out. I don't know.
Yeah, do
We'll be
you,
okay.
whatever you want.
Nobody's gonna show up at my house. We'll be okay.
But yeah.
Yeah, honestly,
fucking-
like
I don't
no one's coming in Iowa unless they got a flat tire or
And they're screwed.
or they're dumping a
know.
body.
Yeah. I love this city though. I can't lie to you.
Or they're in
New York
witness
is just-
protection.
Yeah,
Witness protection.
I might be. Maybe I was that guy in that Tahoe. No, I'm kidding.
You were in that fucking show. You're on that show Dislocated or Delocated.
Never heard of
Have you guys ever seen that show or not?
Nah.
It was on Adult Swim.
Never.
It was about a guy. I kid you not. You should totally look it up. It's actually kind of funny. It was a show about a dude who was in witness protection, and the entire show is he's wearing a baklava on his face the whole show.
A what?
So you can't see his face. A baklava. It's like these like you ever seen like what a thief wears that only has the eyes and the mouth hole?
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant
He
like
would wear-
baklava. I was like, what?
No, not
He was like wearing an aquavalla.
no. Like
No, I know what you're talking
ski
about.
mask.
It's like a
ski
ski mask with the holes in it, kind of.
Yeah. And he would wear it the entire show. Like he would never take it off. You would never see his face.
I think
he had an
that
FBI
kind of
agent
rings
come
a bell,
follow him
actually.
once in a while.
But
It's
Adult
funny.
Swim,
It's really funny.
Adult Swim, they're saying all their classic shows are now going to appear on HBO Max because they already have
Was it
Adult
Adult
Swim
or was it
there,
Comedy Central?
but
No,
now
actually
they're
Comedy
adding all their
Central.
other stuff. It's pretty dope.
Yeah, Adult Swim is amazing though.
Like
Adult Swim
they're
is
adding
definitely
Grim
like-
Adventures of Billy and Mandy,
Robot
dude.
chicken.
Hello?
Hello,
Yeah,
how you
yeah.
doing?
Yeah, they're adding
did.
the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
Yeah, I heard.
Have you guys ever seen that show?
Nope.
Oh my god, dude. That was the best show growing up.
You've never seen that show, Steve?
Nope. I didn't watch like Adult Swim really.
Steve,
never
you don't
had.
mind. How old are you?
I'm 30.
Oh, okay. No, yeah, he kind of. It's a little bit past his.
I never had
punishment.
had Cartoon Network, so
No.
They didn't have
they don't
TVs in
offer,
Iowa.
They don't
dude.
offer that. We don't have like we've always had cable. We've never had like anything extra.
Damn.
Nothing like satellite. Usually satellite here had Cartoon Network and stuff like that.
See, Nikki, we don't realize how good we had it here in New York. Like New York being the city, we end up getting like a lot of stuff, kind of like
Listen,
cheaper.
Oh, yeah,
Listen.
you guys. What's your guys' internet speed?
What do I got? 500 megabits up.
I was
down?
gonna say I have 100 up and down here.
Yo, my up is shit. My up is like 18, 20
Oh,
maybe.
really?
Yeah, it's shit. But you can get 100 up easy by going through Verizon. But I go through Spectrum, and Spectrum is like really, really shitty when it comes to their upload. I don't know why. But all their upload packages are all like overpriced. Like, I mean, I wanted to upload. I asked them for an upload package recently, and it was like an extra $10. And all they did was add an extra 10 upload, but then they added like 300 download for me, like more.
That's not bad.
So no, the download's great. I got like 600 download. And the other day I had 1.3
My next
gigs
question: What do you
download.
pay
I
a
blew my
month
fucking
for
mind.
that?
Oh my god, what do I pay a month for that? Like I'm trying to think because I have internet and TV and phone all at once.
Oh, I was gonna say
Um,
I only pay for internet.
Like
I don't pay for
250
any
ish.
more net. I was
250
gonna say just for
like that.
internet here, I pay $85.
That's about right. That would make sense
Yeah.
if it was probably it's probably the same over here. Probably not far. Maybe like
Yeah.
$100 over here.
Yeah.
But we have TV with like HBO and Showtime and shit. So like you add the extra packages and whatnot.
Well,
Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't
know
pay
who's
for cable
paying.
anymore.
I don't know who's paying for TV anymore, dude. But
Yeah, I
like,
don't know.
you can pay for internet and then just get like Hulu or something. Like Hulu has
Oh,
live
no,
TV.
No, I agree.
and it's
My
cheaper-
parents. My
it's
parents
cheaper
like to
than
watch,
cable, dude.
Like
it's.
my father just likes to watch like ESPN and.
But that's
and
what I'm
fucking,
saying.
Like all sorts of
Like
shit.
you can get all those channels on Hulu.
On Hulu, they have like a Hulu Plus.
dude,
or
we're like a
something.
walking advertisement. Hulu. Listen, this ain't no free clout. You can get this on Hulu. You can get this on YouTube. You can get this on all the sites. And essentially,
Oh, yeah.
And it's live too.
yeah, it's live. You get live TVs. It's channels.
Oh
And
shit!
I think
gotta
Hulu. I
tell
think
them about
Hulu's
it.
$40 a month, and then you pay extra 10 for like HBO or an extra 10 a month for Showtime, so on and so forth.
That's not that bad actually. That's
But
pretty
me,
good.
I don't use that. I don't watch normal TV. I have like the ghetto antenna set up
Yeah,
where we
that's
get
what I
that
told my
free.
parents to
We
watch.
get like channel 2, 4, 5, 10.
I have
like
YouTube.
Bro, I don't watch TV. Period. My phone is my.
no,
fucking
but to
source
watch
of everything.
like the news or anything on like a main channel. Like,
Nah, fuck that. I
well,
only
the only
watch.
thing I
listen,
watch
listen,
TV
listen.
wise
My family
is,
too. It's
sports.
not me that does it. I don't watch that stuff really either. But my family has that. Then we have the Hulu bundle. We got Disney Plus, Hulu Premium, ESPN Plus, Nat Geo. I think came with it. All of that, $17 a month.
Yeah, it's dirt cheap. Wow, holy shit.
Yeah, we finessed.
Wow, fucking wow. For
I think
us,
it's
like,
we eat
18
ramen
now.
over here.
I think it's 18.
all
or
I watch,
19
like, dude, like, if
but-
I want to watch any news, I go on fucking YouTube and I type in like secular talk, or like sometimes I'll watch like funny people like Steven Crowder occasionally just to see like his weird like things that he has to say, like just shit like that. Like I'll watch like if I want to see any
Steven
political
Crowder's
or,
the
like,
guy,
world events.
the prove me wrong guy, right?
Yeah. Like sometimes he's got some funny ones. That's why I watch it. Like I don't usually agree with the guy, but I like, hey, sometimes it's comedy because it's enjoyable to watch sometimes. So I'll watch it.
I love stuff like that because it's like somebody's gonna have a good point and the guy's gonna be like,
Yeah. I wait for it all the
or
time.
they act really stupid and then they bring up like a really good point and then they're just like totally like
Okay,
like
sorry.
Eric Andre show can kind of do that once in a while.
Oh, the Eric Andre show. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Like
like
Eric
when
Andre,
Cartman has
he'll
a good
like flip
idea.
over a table, like whip his dick out, run around in circles, and then he'd like ask someone. He'd be like, "So what do you think about the oil struggle in Afghanistan right now?" And they'd be like, "Wait, what?"
Hey, you just had your dick out, didn't you?
Yeah, they're launching
So if you have your dick out,
fireworks
you're
right
flaunting
now
your
in the
dick, you might know
neighborhood. So if you guys hear popping, that's probably what it is.
Yeah, no worries. But yeah, essentially.
I mean, dude, this was a great show. We loved having you on,
100%.
Tony. We're actually at like an hour 15 right now.
I fucking loved being on. This shit was fun as shit.
Dude,
This
we'll,
was- I had a
Totally down
blast.
for more of these.
we'll have you back on if we don't get canceled. I mean, for real.
Oh yeah.
Cancelled.
So tell so tell the people where to find you.
Cancelled.
Pizzeria.
All right, so in order to find me, usually Monday I'll be on stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I stream Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 9 to usually like 3 in the morning, give or take. And then on Tuesdays I start at midnight and I finish at like 3 in the morning.
Jeez.
Occasionally I'll stream on the weekends. You might catch me like 9 o'clock on Saturdays or 9 o'clock on Sundays, maybe occasionally. My channel is twitch.tv/Tony_stories. It's the same thing as my picture that you're probably going to see on screen. And yeah, I stream everything. I stream story games from horror. Usually like I stream like a lot of horror stuff. I'll stream like story games like
Sounds
today.
like you
Yesterday we
could just do
streamed
just chatting for an hour and a half.
yeah, I could definitely do it. I've done it, dude. I've paused the game before and been like, yo, I gotta tell you guys a story.
You used
Like,
to have
and
a
that's what
button
happens a
where
lot,
you
too.
had to tell a story, didn't you? Like you had to redeem
I
a
did.
button.
Yep.
Where you'd have to like
Yep.
stop the stream and pretty much go into story time.
Yep. I've definitely done it.
And here's the
I
thing we
used to
didn't
have
talk
a,
about tonight. Probably the only thing that could redeem Tony after this night, and it's Tony does a shit ton of charity work. Almost every stream, almost everything
the
goes
only
to
one that
charity.
can redeem Tony. Oh,
Like
God, I hope I
this is the
crucify
one
myself
thing
tonight.
we can all back him up on is Tony does a lot of stuff for charity too, and he's always doing. Is it all your donos go to charity or back to the stream? Is
Everything, every dollar that I'm donated is either sent right back into giveaways, like for the stream, or donated straight to another streamer or to charity. Like
That's
90%
pretty
of
awesome.
it. So like I don't use any of the money for myself. The only time I use the money for myself, which technically it's not even for myself anyway, is when like a specific viewer will send me $30 and be like, hey, I want you to pick up this game and stream it. So like they'll send me the 30, I'll buy the game and I'll stream the game from start to finish. Like that's
There
a
you
new
go.
thing I started because like some people will like they'll donate money to me like good money, and I'll be like, hey man, like if you want me to put this money towards something, like let me know because I'm not going to use it for myself. You know, it's going to go somewhere. So like if you want me to buy something, I'll buy it. If you want me to show you something on stream, I'll show it on stream. You know what I mean? Something
Keep it in
that's
your
appropriate
pants.
at the very least. You know? Something appropriate on stream. But yeah.
Yeah, keep it in your pants.
Although I've had many stories here on fucking Nicky and Steve's podcast, I hope it didn't make me sound such a horrible person.
Nah, dude, we're just fucking
No, I
with you,
think
dude.
it's the complete opposite, actually.
Dude, it was hilarious. And I think everyone listening right now is probably laughing their ass off.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
we're
People
definitely
are gonna love
gonna
that.
try to have you
We
back
have
on,
so
Tony.
many more
Again,
to
if we don't get canceled or if you don't get canceled, we'll try to have you back on.
We're not going to
100%,
get canceled. Don't
yes.
worry. That would be funny as shit, though. Can you imagine that?
Mhm.
Can you imagine they're like, that Tony guy hates that they don't
The
know
best-
that actually dated one time.
the best
you know?
part-
Like, it's funny.
The best part about this is the next stream we're having Venetrix, who is like really nice, really wholesome, like total opposite of Tony.
Wow.
we're going from one side to the other. But I think that's it, guys, right? That's
I think
time.
I think we're good. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
That was fun.
If you guys want Tony, make sure you comment below and make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. It really supports us. All you fuckers that aren't subscribing or watching our content, please hit that button. It helps us out a lot. Please, 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 please. This is the Cornfries podcast. Thank you for listening. Check out
Peace
Tony's
out.
stories.
Love you.